Welcome back to the HCS SSG Invitational. My name is Active, and alongside me, I've got Tools, of course. We've had an amazing day thus far, and we've got another chapter to this day. It's going to be Cloud9 versus Native White.
One more series for both of these teams with huge implications in their pool. Cloud9 essentially need to win this against Native White in order for them to stay in the winner's side, I believe. We'll take a look at the pool's implications as the series goes on, but you guys might see these guys aren't from G1 or FaZe, so if you guys take a look at the white, or I guess the colored little carrot at the top of the strat board, that's how we can tell who is who. Sorry for the inconvenience.
As you can see, we're on board with Nemassist at the top left of the screen here. Starting off 1-0 thus far. The ball will be tried to be picked up by Mikwen. It will reset though, so it'll get pushed. So unfortunately, Nemassist has to take a little bit of damage to get that ball back, but the spawns come out on a PD, and now it's up to Nemassist once again to put damage in and stay alive.
So far, what we're really seeing is just jockeying for position, right? Players aren't necessarily worried about this opening ball time, but rather what the spawns are and how they can influence them.
Us is on this PD spawn by himself, isolated. He's got his teammates on side of B, but gets the trade regardless. All the while, Nemassist having this ball, holding this ball, and rotating it through A all the way over to Shotgun. 3 go down for Cloud9, and it's up to Nemassist to try and do as much damage as possible. He gets one trade.
Kuhlect's going to be this first player that plays for his ball, and he can hit for this quick rotation. Tapping button spot all the way at the back of C. If the timing is good enough, he can dodge all of Cloud9 and get this into a superior position.
Yeah, he's in a good spot right now. He's going to get the sticky. I believe that was on his teammate.
Yeah. Mikwen just absolutely destroyed Kuhlect in the window.
I love how he stared at him for a second and then threw it, but regardless, it does come back to bite him just a bit. Kuhlect is the last player alive on Native White. We're on board with Triton, but Kuhlect does get a kill to trade off. He's on that top dram area. He gets his teammate spawns, and now they're fighting out of those spawns. And very uncharacteristic right there of Nemassist to challenge that fully, but rockets are up. And because he's down now, gives Native White a bit of a better chance to get these rockets controlled.
Triton's doing his best to stay alive, but Kuhlect and tapping buttons proved to be too much of a 1-2 combo. And I love to see the flank from Kuhlect in that play, right? They're trying to ensure that they find all of those perimeter players and then play for rockets, ensure they get the slays first and then the power weapon.
All the rockets now in the hands of tapping buttons, and he gets his first kill with them. Kuhlect with that ball has to rotate it quickly. The push coming from Cloud9 very quickly here. So it's up to tapping buttons to do as much damage as possible.
Right now, this game has huge implications for this pool. Tied at 1-1 apiece. Whoever wins this will essentially get second place in their pool.
Wow.
And be able to play from the winner's side. The loser will have to start in the elimination bracket.
It's a big deal, especially with all the Titans we have in this tournament. 3 go down for Cloud9. And as we talked about, the names at the bottom left are not updated. Just look at the top right and the top left. You see the little arrow pointing to the name. That's who we're on board with. So as you can see right now, we're on board with Bowman. Look at that. Updated just like that.
Updated, baby. Let's go. Shout out to the production team over at Airlock getting that thing fixed on the fly, as we're going to be able to see who we're on board with now. Mikwen going to be making his way, and this is the thing. Look at the setup of Cloud9. They have players to the left and right. They're essentially making as much space, taking as much space on the map as possible in order to keep this ball.
I love that nade by Mikwen, but I love the fact more that he stayed alive and now rerouting his positioning. Unfortunately, 2 of his teammates go down. He gets 1 trade, but 1's not going to be enough. 2 minus 1 still leaves 1. That's right. I learned math in school, guys, and Mikwen knows some math because he's taking advantage of every situation he can. A beautiful kill right there is going to grant him the rockets. Can he stay alive with them is the question. He's going to whiff 1. Does do a little bit of damage, but stays alive on top of that, so he's got 1 more rocket to use here.
Yeah, basically, it essentially comes out of the kill after that assist, and I love how he expands, right? Look how fast he goes over to the PD, and he's going to get some info. And Triton's like, oh, man, it's screwed worse. There's nothing you can do in that situation. It's literally a no-win for Triton as he just tried to stay alive. But what I saw, look at the counterbalance of Native White and how they're letting Mikwen act as this counterweight. Wherever he goes, that ball is following about 20 meters behind him, and they're just keeping that ball rotated behind Mikwen as he's the perimeter player.
Yeah, the teamwork and the chemistry out of this squad is so good, especially with that rotating you're talking about. I mean, still able to be involved in so many fights as Mikwen, even on the move. The two-shot beatdown going to be successful for Mikwen right there.
I mean, Mikwen gets that kill, but I don't know where one of the shots in that burst might have missed, because that should have been a two-shot beatdown going up against Mikwen. Unfortunately for Cloud9, it doesn't go that way.
Tapping buttons. Back in NA, and it's because of his skill. One of the better players in the league, has definitely showcased his skill over the years, starting with Halo 5. Ah, Kuhlect. This is another man. I'm curious to watch him and see how he's grown, right? There's a lot of players that said, yes, individually he's very solid. A lot of teams he's on, very solid individually, but very aggressive. We see that a lot with different individually skilled players.
Kuhlect's lurking, and you notice how Cloud9, they're trying to prioritize him, but there's just nothing you can do. A shotgun in that situation, so powerful. Killing spree, and I think Kuhlect wanted to give them a rotate, but they left one player. Triton stayed hidden, and, well, he basically lets that ball rotate towards him, and he's going to stop Native White from collecting any time for this next little bit.
Kuhlect.
Oh, my God. Triton's still alive.
Yeah, Mikwen wasn't able to clean him up, but he finally does. All the while, Native White have a lot of time here. Stacked up, 63 seconds. Kuhlect with the Rockets once again. This could be really bad if you're on the side of Cloud9. 2 down for them. Another Rocket still to use here for Kuhlect. He's going to push it through. Not able to clean up the shot, though. Still getting challenged. Can he clean this up? He does. Triton overextends there. I mean, playing his life maybe would have been more valuable, but regardless, Kuhlect tries to do as much as he can. And all the while, still no time being added on for Native White.
Only 10 seconds neutral time. Cloud9, they have to make this push. Oof, onto the ball.
Oh.
They'll get there, but it's going to come at a huge cost as Mikwen lights up the kill feed. And there's just nothing Cloud9 can do. It's going to be going to round 2.
Great job by Native White to play that time clock at the bottom center. And they will go to round 2 with a +1 to their score here. One more, and they'll close out this very first game. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. Kuhlect 16 and 8 so far here, having a dominating performance. But Nemassist looking for an answer back, and he finds one on the kill on Mikwen.
Ooh, nice long-range rocket from Kuhlect. Unfortunately for Native White, though, most of them start to see the respawn screen, but what a rogue play from Boam. He tries to get that ball out, and, well, it's going to be a successful play at that. Look how he's been able to provide much-needed space for his team, and Cloud9 are struggling on figuring out how to approach this break.
Well, Sceptify is trying to be the arrowhead of that. He puts a lot of damage into people, but unfortunately, Triton can't clean all of that up, and because of that, 2 players with no shields will live. Native White trying to close this out right now. They've got 1 round already, and they've got 17 seconds to the next round.
Well, early play by Native White. Sceptify going to try to take advantage of that, but instead he's going to focus on the slays. They don't want to just get scrap time. They want to get a full hold.
Sceptify tries to find an opening here. He does. Kuhlect goes down. Here comes Sceptify and Rammyy. Rammy's going to get a beautiful shot there to get that cleanup kill. No time for either team thus far. Native White still hold on to that very small lead they have. Kuhlect with some great communication cleans up that kill inside of Purple, inside of Cafe. Rammyy will clean up that one. So communication on the side of Cloud9 looking really solid, honestly, and they'll use that to build up some ball time now.
Right, but Native White's been making this very hard for Cloud9 to play an efficient game. Just constantly staying in those engagements, living a little bit longer than they're supposed to, and Cloud9's been struggling on getting the big swaths of times that they think they deserve after playing, what, that was like a 45-second, basically continued break from Cloud9.
2 dead for each side. Nemassist pushing through the middle side of the map, tapping buttons in a 1v1 of his own. He's going to go down. That PD spawn, I believe, is open, but I don't think it's going to be a factor here. Kuhlect again with the Rockets. Gets the double kill as well. Has the footsies to make it happen. That foot movement really does pay off, especially on land. Every little step counts.
He's flown like a butterfly.
Yeah.
Stinging like a bee. I mean, the way that Kuhlect plays his position right there, it's known, right? And he still just comes out on top, and he makes it look so clean and so efficient. It really is like a well-trained boxer. His ability to just get in the ring and put in those 1-2 jabs.
A very close round number 2 here, though. All the while, most of Native White caught on that tram side. Rammyy has the opportunity to use this shock rifle to split things open for his team. Checking his back, making sure there's no lurkers or flankers, but they've got information now. 3 are down here for Native White. Kuhlect, the last player alive, and he's going to be the one to put damage in on the ball player. Gets him down to no shields, and that nade potentially cleans him up. Great job by Kuhlect right there to stall any ball time being had.
Yeah, I mean, what? He's last alive for his team. Cloud9, to them, it's unacceptable to have one player stall you as heavily as Kuhlect just did, but one player's been dominating this entire game. 26-15 from Kuhlect. Nemassist needs to find this huge double. Just, you know, great position, great effort, but not able to get it through the finish line.
Yeah, Kuhlect is doing it all, like you said, 26-15, but not only that, 44 seconds of oddball time as well. This ball's going to have to be played here. Mikwen's ready for the push. He does get that ball to the bottom center of the map, and now Sceptify putting some damage in on the spawners. Has to stay alive, though, waiting for an opportunity to come back out with full shields, and he does just that. Rockets coming up in 3 seconds. This is a point where he needs to live so they can contest on those rockets and make them difficult to pick up.
Kuhlect's lurking in the back. But while he was lurking, looking for players, look at Cloud9 and that concerted effort to get towards those rockets. 3 players swung out at the same time. 2 main targets, 4 from Native White to prioritize, but the Rockets, although they have a big boom, they don't make much of an impact at all.
Yeah, it was all Kuhlect right there, baiting out that shot, knowing that when he sees his feet, he's going to make that shot happen, so jumping out preemptively allowed him to stay alive and allowed both of those rockets to be used quickly. Now Nemassist with the Bulldog in his back pocket. Wants to get this ball rotated as quickly as possible to Tram. He's got his teammate here, but now he's got a shotgun to use in order to hold this setup.
Boam finds his way towards this ball. I mean, Native White, that has to be a frustrating round for them. They're not necessarily losing the slay battle that heavily, but really, Cloud9 has been so efficient at finding those little scrap times, and it's built themselves quite a bit of a lead as we go into the last 90 seconds of neutral time.
Yeah, you know, power under control, I should say, has been the name of the game for Native White as well. You can see Kuhlect, yeah, that Stalker and the Bulldog in his hands. The interesting push out by Boam there. Ends up going down very quickly. Who's the last player alive? Maybe wants to die quick so there's no staggered spawns.
Yeah. Well, it was a BR, a Sentinel Beam, and an AR all in that same fight. I don't think you stood much of a chance. But Kuhlect's been so efficient at finding the entry frag for this team. Yep. Consistently has been the one that finds that first kill and then is pushing through. But I think the problem is that his team just hasn't been keeping up in this round. I think as a whole, like in this game, it hasn't been that bad. But this round, it's definitely been a pain for them.
Well, Native White sitting comfortably on 1 round in this oddball game, but Cloud9 are very close to tying that up. Here comes Kuhlect. Beautiful shots, but he gets traded out once again. Nemassist from Cloud9 just trying to put some damage in, and again, it comes down to that pushing players back so you can get these rockets. He sets up the rockets for his teammate. This is huge. Triton's going to get 2-1 out of this, and Kuhlect shuts him down, but still a great pick there by Triton.
Yeah, Kuhlect's just standing in the perfect position. Just really impossible to shoot a rocket up there and do much damage at all to Kuhlect. He takes the fight, gets the win, and Native White slowly crawling their way back to that game. Cloud9 put all their eggs in that rocket basket. They said, hey, this is how we're going to get back and win this round. When it doesn't work, suddenly things start to look precarious.
Yeah, they're so close to winning this round, but like you said, it's not looking so hot. And you'll see the 2 kills come out. 3 dead for Cloud9. Native White. Their response is unfortunately not enough. We'll see if Rammyy can close it out here. Looks a little shaky there, but only 20 seconds, and it looks like they might play this neutral time like we talked about here. Only 20 seconds remaining. Might be the play.
Oh, hey, huge play by Sceptify to come off spawn and help with that kill. Rammyy wasn't going to get that kill, and well, once the team help comes, Native White, there's just nothing they can do. With just 10 seconds left and Mikwen the only player alive, it looks like we're heading to a round 3.
Very well played by Cloud9 here to bring us to a round 3. This is the first game of the series. This is a best of 5. And like Tools had mentioned before, I believe it's both these teams are 1-1, which means the next team to win will get second in their pool, which very important for seeding.
Cloud9 try to instantly flip for a 2-2 split. We'll see if that's successful as they have to fight for these rockets. Wasn't enough to give Rammyy the cover. Ball in his possession. Rockets looks like a successful break from Cloud9.
That one rocket will turn into an assist. Kuhlect going to drop slide into his death there quickly. 3 down for Native White. Boam was the last player alive. If you look, he's on your PD side. Well, no, I'm sorry, he's on your Cafe side. So they've got a straight line of attack through the purple. Nemassist is going to be ready for it, not ready enough as Boam cleans him up.
Boam's lurking, just waiting for information. The problem for Boam is there's no escape routes, right? Players to his left and right. He wants to get out, but eventually it's just too much to handle. Triton shuts him down from that top B plat.
Oh my goodness gracious, everyone's getting melted. 2 down for Native White, 19-0 thus far. 35-24 for Kuhlect in this oddball game. We know oddball games to be very long, but that's still a lot of kills, especially when there's 4 minutes left in this round. Of course, we're tied up 1-1. This next round will win. Boam, he's going to be the first one on the attack here. This ball will be pushed towards B side. And Boam is the only one really in position to pitch with his teammates. He's going to have a fight there at the top of the stairs. We weren't able to watch, but regardless, he does not come out on top of that one. Triton does get that trade, though. And we're talking about a 35-second lead already.
We're talking about the inefficiencies of Native White. They haven't been able to get towards this ball. And when they do find slays, they haven't been able to turn it into any sort of capitalization. So far, I mean, Triton's been an MVP this round. And his ability to keep these players in check and just winning huge fights time and time again.
As you say that, though, unfortunately, Triton does go down. And so do 2 of his other teammates. 3 down here for Cloud9. This is the opportunity for Native White to get this ball, but look at it once again. There's those spawns here on that PD side. They take him out quickly. That's going to be Sceptify with the rockets. Rockets in the hands once again of Native White. They utilize one to get a massive kill there. Because of that, they're finally able to add up these seconds, and now approaching 20 is Native White.
Great heads-up play by Kuhlect. Look how fast he was to spring into that action. Hits 2 curb slides and tries to capitalize on damage that his teammates got down.
Great shots by Kuhlect. I thought he was all done.
Oh, he's not done. Oh,
done.
Bro. I thought Triton was done. I didn't care that Kuhlect was 1 shot.
40 kills, Tools. That's an insane amount, regardless of the fact that it's a 3-round oddball game. I mean,
a couple more kills and he matches your age.
Wow, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I hate you so much. He's still got jokes, even as tired as he is. I love this guy, chat. I do. Double kill for Mikwen.
Double kill.
30 seconds. Native White bringing this back just a bit here. Mikwen, intelligent job to stay alive. I like the play to double back as well. He avoids the nade cleanly. But not able to do too much here. He's caught out in a bad situation in bottom mid.
Honestly, Cloud9, they're just trying to find a way to collapse in. And they're going to do all 4 at once.
Triple
Nemassist
kill.
gets the triple and boom. You better hope that grenade doesn't do too much damage. No overkill for Rammyy, but you can see how coordinated Cloud9 was on that break. And Native White suddenly have to fight through the entirety of the map to get back towards this ball. And that's going to be a dangerous game.
Yeah, there's been some damage done, though, on the side of Cloud9 from Native White, but they don't capitalize it just yet. Boam, he's able to capitalize on these rockets, utilizes that shotgun. Now he's got rockets in his hands, and again, this is another rocket for Native White. With Cloud9 being 3 down, these rockets can really do some damage onto Cloud9 off their spawn.
Boam's lurking. Oh, what?
Oh, no. He's not happy.
3-4-3,
no.
please.
Oh,
Boam, you're missing.
the second one was not 3-4-3.
No, the second one was all Boam. Let me tell you what.
Unfortunately.
Oh, where's Chris Puckett? I didn't think he was here in the stage. Someone check his PC.
Oh, Boamx had a long day, but still performing pretty well, right? Collects 43 and 30, but Boamx has 23 assists to go with his 32 kills.
Some would say that's more impressive than 43 kills. Nah.
There it is. 66 seconds to 52. This is round number 3. Both teams looking for an answer here. Nice flank by Mikwen. Boam's gonna help him out with that one. They anticipate more pushing on through middle. So Boam will put a couple of shots in, and talk about it often, but it's not really talked about enough. That damage you're able to put in while not taking damage is such incredible value. And you see a lot of these top players do that. You know, they're able to peek in and out of corners, get those shots in, but also stay full shields, and it really just gives you that driving force to just push in so freely. Wow.
Yeah, that's why Mikwen's on that top 25 list. The way that he just absolutely torched those ankles and won that one-on-one fight's great, but there's no follow-up for Native White. Right now, it's been a pretty flat response in the last couple of minutes, and well, Cloud9 are slowly but surely finding their way back into this game.
That they are. Time will play a factor here. Minute and 30 seconds. Great flank by tapping buttons. He gets shut down though. But look again. Native White pick up the rockets. They're still on the floor. Those rockets have been in the hands of Native White this entire game, and now no one is going to hold them. They still sit bottom center. And that could be bad here because it potentially Cloud9 comes off a spawn and picks those up. We're in trouble.
The question is, does Cloud9 know that the rockets are down where they're down?
Scan. Use your scan.
Oh, there we go. Kuhlect found them. You could say Kuhlect collected them on the ground, but one rocket kill for him, and you have to imagine once you get one, you get a second. The VR shot comes through. Kuhlect, he just found 3 kills for his team, getting himself closer to a 50 bomb. Honestly, this is quite the performance from Kuhlect. Oh, look at this. Boam gets AI scan. Does not matter.
Yeah, I mean, those 46 kills are really a big factor here, especially in round number 3. A lot of those kills being in round number 2, but in round number 3, still making a massive impact, and it's definitely showing here.
I think he's going to get to 50. What's the over-under? You want to make a side bet?
I think he'll get to 50.
You think he gets to 50?
There's no way he does it, right?
Bro, big 5-0. Let's keep it on the Kuhlect watch. Keep an eye on that kill feed. Can he get to that 50th kill?
28 seconds. It's not a lot of time for him to do so here. Mikwen's on your screen, though, but we'll keep looking at that kill feed. Mikwen just peppering in damage. Tapping buttons is going to clean that one up, though. The ball will be taken here. Mikwen takes another kill. Mikwen's, he knows, man. He's an inside trader because he's just getting kill after kill. 2, 3 dead for Cloud9. 7 seconds remain. Cloud9 have no shot to get this ball. They're all spawning across the map onto A. And it's going to be a desperate push out of Triton, but it's not going to be enough. And Kuhlect does not get 50. He only gets 48.
Hey, you know, what's more important? 47 kills or 40 kills with 28 assists? What do you prefer?
I'm going to do the 40 kills with 28 assists.
Boam had a hell of a game.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Obviously, Kuhlect was instrumental in that first round and his ability to slay, but Boam absolutely lit it up in that 3rd round. Huge efforts from him. And Native White, they get the job done, although I will say it looked a little inefficient at times.
Sloppy. It was a very sloppy match, I feel like.
Almost felt like a range game.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Average elo is like 2,300 here, so.
Maybe they're tired, too. I mean, not taking anything away from the players. It's just, you know, you see a lot more structured play at the beginning of the day, and that's just the way it goes, man. We're all human, and, you know, we only have so much in the tank to give.
Why are you giving them Johns right now, bro?
Well, it's true, man.
You're just giving them Johns. Why are you giving the team that won Johns?
I'm not. What's a John?
You don't know what a John is?
No, tell me.
Tim, every time we talk about the one-on-one, you John. Let me just say that.
It's not possible, dude.
Too many Johns.
Oh, you're a John. I'm calling you John from now on. No more tools. You're not tools anymore. You're John.
Johns are like built-in excuses. Like, I didn't win because my controller was like, my controller was laggy, bro. I have stick drift. That's why I didn't win. That's a John.
I don't win because I'm old. There's the John there for you. But hey, this has been a great matchup regardless. A lot of kills to get on in a LAN setting, even in a matchup like this. You know, a little bit sloppy in terms of just like not a lot of structure, kind of like whoopsie daisy, I guess is the right word to say. But regardless, I think Native White did a really good job of controlling power weapons pretty much the entirety of that game. Rockets were in the hands of Native White, I would say 85% of that game. So
Well, we saw a couple triple kills this game. No overs, though.
No overs. No kill tax.
I can't believe we missed that kill tax.
I know.
Dude, I was losing my mind. I'm like, how?
We had a kill tack on stream earlier, guys, and it was phenomenal, but we missed it.
Kill tack in the kill feed on stream.
Yeah, it was exactly.
Not on our screen.
Not on our screen, but yeah, I believe that's the first kill tack on LAN, is it? Or no, not the first.
No, Formal got a kill tack, right?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it's probably maybe the third or something or fourth.
I don't think there's been 3.
You don't think so?
Nah, no shot.
We'll have to find out.
I thought Formal got a kill tag. I think that's the only other one I remember.
Well.
Oh, that's FaZe.
Yeah, FaZe versus Mindfreak, guys. And FaZe, you know, you talked a little bit to them. Tell me about what they meant. I know that you told me what they said, but tell the chat what FaZe said when you asked them what happened.
They said there's too much to explain and how little time that we have. So they obviously weren't happy with how things went last round.
I'm curious. I would assume Mindfreak is playing for their tournament life here.
Yeah, I mean they would have to win this. I mean, it's like. I mean, it's FaZe. It's like, I don't know if a 3-2 will do it.
You said it yourself, right? You said this is the best you've seen them play.
Yeah, I think Mindfreak's playing extremely well. Unfortunately, FaZe is FaZe.
Right.
So it's hard to judge it there, but I do think Mindfreak has definitely taken a step. Those players played extremely well today. It's a shame that they're not going to be able to play tomorrow if they lose the series.
That's rough.
Because I was really impressed. I honestly just super impressed by the Australians this tournament.
Yeah, it stinks, right? Because you come to the tournament, you come all that way from from Australia, and then on top of that, you want that mental reset. You're like, oh, I would love that mental reset to go in it tomorrow, nice and fresh, but get some rest. But it's not going to happen. I don't believe. At least the series is not over yet. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll update you guys. Regardless, though, Native White 1-0 versus Cloud9, and. Maybe we'll see a bit more structure here out of Native White. Once again, not bad-mouthing them whatsoever. I think this Native White roster is really solid. I just think, it comes down to just having that energy.
Oh my God, dude, that was smells like 3 different ways today. Tapping got 2, baby. Tapping buttons. Woo! I love watching people use the quantum translocator.
So good.
It's so fun.
Do you think it's gonna level up at all? Do you think it's gonna get to the point where we're seeing crazy things? Because obviously we see some entry things here.
I'm sure it'll be better. I just think the thing to think about the quantum translocator, it has an extremely low floor but an extremely high ceiling, right? Okay. It's one of those power-ups. We're used to power-ups just always being a high ceiling. Right. I mean, like a high floor, relatively low ceiling.
Yeah.
Quantum translocator, you can do some gnarly things, and you can do things in it multifaceted in the game. Not only you're able to get kills, but you're able to get kills and then immediately put influences on spawns.
Right.
And that's where I think we'll see the next iteration of it. You put your QT down in blue, you go get kills somewhere back, and then you can go and block blue spawns by QTing back. Yeah. Which I think is like the interesting aspect of it.
A couple of objective things to be done with it too. A little bit more difficult, but throwing an objective hour, getting an objective past the 50% portion, and then teleporting back behind the team. Spawning. That's also another. There's a lot of. You're right though. I'm excited to see exactly what happens with it. But
what in the hell did Sceptify just do?
Double jump? Can you double jump that?
I think he double jumped into a thrust.
No way, dude.
Dude, that looks insane. Can we, Louis, record that for me? We'll take a look at it after. That was some of the wildest Halo Infinite gameplay I've seen.
Oh, I cannot wait to see how this game evolves over time here. But see a little bit of a slight lead here for Native White. And Cloud9 trying to claw their way back into this one. It's still very early though. But let's take a little quick look at the stats here. It looks like Kuhlect is 6-3. He has the quantum translocator as well. He might die with it. He does.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit careful about how you pop. That's what I'm talking about. The quantum translocator has a really low floor, right? Because it's not giving you any instant benefit, and it takes a long time to actuate. So when you take that initial grab, if you're spotted right away, it's essentially a death sentence.
That's exactly what happened there. Great Sceptify. Nice job. Yeah, great play right there. He gets the perfect as well, so he executes perfectly. Almost gets the repulse on the sticky. Great reaction time. Native White will continue on this lead, though.
people are, if you're wondering why he does that repulse with the grenade, when you repulse the sticky grenades, it adds a little bit extra magnetism to the sticky. It almost wants to give you that return to sender, the mechanics of the game. So oftentimes when you have a player in front of you and you don't want to line it up for the stick, if you have a repulse, use it, because you'll get that extra magnetism, and more often than not, you're going to find a sticky kill.
Just be aware, guys, the names are wrong here, so this is actually Triton with the sniper in his hands. We'll see if Triton can cause some damage here. Guys want no scope on the second. Mikwen is going to stay alive, though, and well, no, he's not. He's going to go down. That's going to be 3 down, actually, for Native White, and only a 4-kill lead now.
Kuhlect's playing a dangerous game. He flies right through the middle, but he's trying to use this pillar as cover from both sides. Really was trying to prioritize getting that sniper back for his team, but they do that without getting positions. But that repulse might have just saved him as he gets a power position at S4, and the rest of his team starts to follow.
Yeah, look how difficult he is to track, though. And this is one of those things where you're in your head, you count the players you see, and you keep track of everyone. And Kuhlect just makes that really difficult. You always got to guess where he is, and
yeah, don't let him live.
Look at this. He's living again. He gets the quantum translocator again, and he gets. Oh my goodness gracious! You got to be kidding me. He's doing whatever he wants at this point.
That was actually really interesting too, right there from Kuhlect. He's like,
what? Oh.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, Sceptify's on the other side. He has that cross, and that's once again, it's high ceiling, right?
Right.
Very low floor on how that quantum translocator can impact the game. But I liked when he was actuating it, he was double jumping up into top mid in order, so he didn't have any animation.
That's smart. Very, very intelligent. Using all the little tools in the tool belt. Native White extending this lead just a bit here. It's now a 6-kill lead. Is that a stick? I love that.
Yeah, he just sent that thing back, bro. He's like, get that out of here, bro. No stickies here.
You'll love to see this, though, right? Tapping buttons is putting. I'm sorry, Boamx is putting massive amounts of damage in across the map, and all you hear is that assist sound. And to me personally, I love that. It just.
He's about to get himself a triple medal now. Hey, get Jeff Steitzer in his ears.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Ah!
He wanted it so bad.
Wingman, though.
He gets the wingman instead. My man knows how to help his brothers out.
Oh, look at this fight for Mikwen. Mikwen's about to get himself a double kill right here.
Oh, no. No way. Oh.
There we go. Mikwen finds that first one, and well, the players are just having to leave, and Kuhlect's in a perfect spot. They're just finding pinch after pinch. And when you have a lead like this, those pinches are just mighty effective.
Yeah, just a big. This is a tough lead to come back from now, because now Native White have crossed that 40-kill mark, and just makes it a bit tough. They're trapped at the U-turn area. Another assist comes out. Boamx has been the assist king here. Just putting in damage. Look how long he plays his life for too. And some people, you'll see them play their lives too much where they're just not an impact. But when you're Boamx and you're putting shots in, playing your life, and then coming back out, putting more shots in, it can be huge. Snipe is up. Quantum translocator as well. Right on the top of the map. Makes Mikwen pay. I'm sorry, that was not Triton, that was Rammyy. I'm gonna pay attention to the kill feed a little bit more now. This is Rammyy right here on the screen. And
this one's right. Boom.
Yep, this one's correct. Chat. Boom and boom.
Boam's been really impressive this game. 11 kills, 11 assists. And that's the thing that Boam's been bringing to this team, is that he's not necessarily like Barcode in which you feed power weapons to him and you expect him to entry frag, but he's consistently in fights, and he's consistently he's always putting down damage, whether it's from a distance or close. And I love players that play like that.
A little bit of attempted movement here out of Kuhlect. Tries to just reposition himself on the top of Snipe. Leans up Sceptify there, and you see the rest. Cloud9 running away towards that side.
Times a charm. Last 2 times we saw Kuhlect, he didn't do anything with this quantum translocator. Let's see if he can get a kill.
Oh, no.
Nope, it ends before he can do anything.
He didn't lose it, though.
He didn't lose it this time.
He keeps that one, but there it is. Native White.
Oh, let's go, Mind Freak. They're up in the they're up in the game versus FaZe right now.
All right.
Recharge strongholds, baby.
It's another disrespect out of FaZe, though, is my question.
Oh, come on. Don't disrespect the Australians.
Oh, no. Trust me. Scoop is my man, dude. He looks so upset, after his last loss.
This game's over. Sorry. Frosty, it's a huge double kill. They have this trip cap in effect, and they might not lose this trip cap for the rest of the game with how Frosty's shooting with his gun.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Yeah. Frosty's about to hit everything that comes onto his screen. This is like Halo 5 Frosty that we're seeing.
And he's just steady. You see that head level, he's playing Counter-Strike, steady aim. It's beautiful to see, man. 10 and 9 start off here. Scoob it. That's what you got to do right there. You see what he just did on MNK? It's so strong to be able to jiggle those angles. Like, and if you can de-scope a controller player, man, you jiggle those angles. It's so solid. But triple cap, like you said, still in effect.
Yeah, look how fast they took the lead. And Renegade's on this flank. Scoob. Oh, Scoob. It's down. Hey, that's a world champ right there, baby.
That's right.
Oh, Frosty still hasn't missed a shot with the shock rifle. I think he's 5 for 5 on his last shots with the shock rifle. Let's make it 6 for 6.
I just swatted a bug. I won that fight. I love to see these nades being shot on the floor, man. If you're a player out there trying to get better at the game, utilize those nades on the floor. If a nade is on the floor and you shoot it,
6 for 6, baby.
Okay. I mean, what do we do if he doesn't miss for the rest of the game?
Hey,
like, he doesn't have any more left. It's coming back up in about 30 seconds, right? So
I love that you're giving players tips on how to get better. Here's my tip: don't miss shots.
That's not a good tip. Everyone thinks that way. It's horrible. We don't want more people in matchmaking.
Maybe because you be missing shots.
Oh, no, I don't. Did you see the keyboard and mouse player take out the champ? All right, I saw it. Okay.
All right. Frosty doing his best. You know what else Scoob didn't do in that position?
What?
He didn't miss shots. It was a perfect kill.
Yeah, true. True.
Oh, hey, there you go. This is a good 3 down. They're going to be able to put pressure on B at the same time. 4 go down for FaZe, and now they're on a little bit of a cycle, right? 3 players will spawn up at once, but the 4th is on about a 4 or 5 second delay. If you can use this to get presence on the map and start constricting FaZe towards C, you can slowly make your comeback happen.
Great job by Scoob there. Great shots long range on a Renegade once again. That shock rifle is coming up. That's exactly what he's waiting for. He's going to wait for the opportunity to jump for that. He's got to take care of Frosty, though, being massively aggressive. Look at the fast sense, though, too. He's able to look pretty much everywhere at all times. He ends up going down there, though, in your kill feed. That's going to be 3 down for Mindfreak now, and FaZe looking to answer back very quickly.
Hey, look, Frosty's going to get the next snipe again, baby. 7 for 7. Let's see. Oh, he doesn't pick it up. Scoob makes him take down that position, and Frosty goes down. Great job by Scoob to get that damage in. Would I like to maybe see Frosty just pick that sniper up and just play your life, right? Keep that power weapon in your team's possession.
Yeah, I think playing maybe a little bit experimental, I guess is the right word here. But
avant-garde.
What?
Oh, you never heard of that? Avant-garde?
Never. You're teaching me a lot today.
Go ask the Quadrant boys and say avant-garde.
Okay.
And let's see what they say about it.
Are they gonna hit me or cancel me or something?
I don't know. The French don't like it when you say French things wrong.
True. That is true. Wait a minute. Jules, did you see the score right now?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Mindfreak's like kind of with it, and they keep getting the 3 down like this. Plasma's going to be able to get this next shock rifle, and well, if Frosty goes down right here, you have them in a cycle. There we go. This is how you get trip caps, and this is how you win games. This is their chance. It's going to come down to Plasma and his ability to open up the map with that shock rifle.
Oh, look at his ability to stay alive here. I like the bat. That's a smart play, though. He backs off, stays alive here. Renegade's not going to find him. He's going to be able to come back in. Roll 2. Do you know why he did that? The 2-shot beatdown is not very consistent on MNK, so we have to go for
because you guys keep missing shots. So take my advice.
I don't like you.
Trip cap is in. FaZe. They're going to be able to close this game quickly if they find another round of slays.
I mean, it's crazy that Mindfreak was able to come out with this, but FaZe finally flipped the switch and look to close this out. The trip cap's still in effect here. Snakebite's still hitting shots, and there it is. FaZe will clean up the series 3-0, and again, a shout out to Mindfreak, man, and Scoob. Keep it up, man. Keep pushing on that MNK. It's good to see you grinding, man.
Oh my God, we got perfect timing. One game ends, the next one starts. Native White versus Cloud9. Cloud9, if they want to stay in the winner's bracket, it's this game that they have to win. Nemassist able to open up the game strong with the camouflage. Actually, this is Rammyy with the camouflage, and he finds Boam hiding at the back, but this camo is about to run out.
No, but he still gets a kill before that happens. He's going to reset A. Is Rammyy, and now pushing aggressively here with his team. They're going to be pushing all 3 to C here. Is this the right play, potentially?
We'll have to see where he spawns.
Long haul, yeah.
Come up.
He got flanked, I think. Long haul push doesn't come through. C is not going to be capped. It's going to be reset by Boam. Good reset by Boam there. Kuhlect has the shock rifle as well.
Oh no! Yeah. Oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
That's literally by I don't even know. That was such a tiny miss right there. but it might.
Now that miss has huge ramifications, by the way. If Kuhlect hits that shot, this trip cap doesn't end for another 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He looked like he hit the shot.
Okay, look, 3 players are pushing through the long haul.
Yep.
This is a great opportunity for Kuhlect. He has a perfect flank. There's one, the killing spree. Nemassist has to go down low, and now you can play for a trip cap attack. Tapping buttons heads back towards A. Kuhlect can play the middle lane, but damn, the miss shock rifle shots are haunting Kuhlect right now.
Yeah, they're just those are big ones too. Like you said, you know, a lot of ramifications come through because of those misses, and you know, unfortunately, that means the Cloud9 are going to put some points there on the scorecard. Camo's coming up at 5 seconds. Boamx is set up for it, but there is a player on top gold that he's got to be careful of, and especially the player on top mauler. Kuhlect just walks by, unfortunately, so that's not going to be good. Boamx not going to get the assistance that he thought he would.
Yeah, and they go 3 down. Boam tries to overslay instead of just popping that camouflage and getting that burn off. It's going to lead Sceptify to being able to get it, but Mikwen, immediate answer, and that's what you need from Native White. You can't let power weapons and power-ups go unchecked. You have to prioritize those targets, and Native White's done a fantastic job of that yet.
Double cap here now. Rammyy gets the trade. That's about all he's going to get in that situation, so that's definitely not bad. Kuhlect the last player alive. He's going to be on your screen here trying to do everything and just a little too much now. Because he died, now it's a 3v4 again.
Oh, I love that play from Sep, but I think when you have that opening shot, right, I think it's great to go in for that beatdown, but sometimes it's okay to back up when you're confident in your shots and play for the win rather than the trade.
Yep.
And I think that's what we need to see a little bit more of Cloud9, right? Because we have players that are absolute shooters. Players like Sceptify and Rammyy, beautiful shots, right? Have a little bit of confidence that you're going to win it, and don't try to inherently go for those trades.
Rammyy with the shock rifle, and you know, we've been talking about this since the game came out. It's such an important weapon to hold, and even with the nerf of the ammo, it's still so very effective. You see Rammyy on that bottom side there, gets the shot, does enough damage to clean up with the headshot, now going for the double gets that as well. Camo in 25 seconds, Kuhlect spawning onto C, and it looks like Cloud9, a bit of a hold and some control here.
Rammyy needs to be careful. Make sure all 4 spawn back there. There they go. They did get the info. All 4 spawn at the back of C, and you can see the setup that Cloud9 has. 1 player all the way back at gold pipes, blocking that spawn. 1 trying to play up towards long, and 2 at A. They're essentially making a giant L on the map. Like Coach Callis teaches us, that's a great way to get control and constrict movements from opposing teams.
Rammy's on the top there, trying to create a little bit of maybe a distraction here for Nemassist to get this camo. He's going to be assisted by Triton. If Rammyy can stay alive in this situation, it could be very good for Cloud9, because Nemassist is walking towards making something happen. A big kill there out of him. Thankfully, he does stay alive. I'm sure he's happy about that. He takes a lot of damage, gets his shields back. The stick comes out from Triton, and this will be B reset. Not a lot of ticks anyway on the hill. 148 and counting for Cloud9.
Slow and steady progress. They've been consistent with their double cap. They haven't tried to make any real pressure to play for the trip. And although that's a strong position to play, once you have a player that makes an individual play and gets a double kill like Kuhlect, it starts to break your setup.
Kuhlect makes an individual play there. He has a little bit of help from I believe it was Mikwen, but still is able to get the cap on the B hill. Boam tries to make it into gold. He knows how important it is, but he can't.
Rammyy.
Yeah.
Huge from Rammyy. You see him all the way in that pipe room. He's working in tandem with Sceptify to collapse in on those players. Unfortunately, no one stayed at A. And that's going to be the huge misread right here from Cloud9. They needed someone to influence those A spawns. So although they play strong over at the B hill, they leave their perimeters open, and it creates a dual cap for Native White.
And when Native White is up 2-0 in the series, if you're Cloud9, you really don't want that to happen, because Native White have a chance to close this out right now. Tapping buttons jumps inside of B. C is being taken. Tapping buttons looking for opportunity to get some damage on those C players, but not spot them, so instead he'll take a rerouting position.
You need to win these fights at C. Nemassist can't afford to lose, and he gets a huge win, but Boam is still there. And here comes the trip cap pressure from Native White. When it rains, it pours. This is the trip cap of doom. Notice the spawns over towards Long Hall. Boom traps Rammyy out. You need to win this fight, young man. Able to hit those shots. There's nothing Cloud9 can do. This is a stranglehold position that Native White has.
What a great reach out there by Boam, though. Really just setting the precedent, really, you know, stamping his confidence into that play.
There's no way you can break out of it. You need to put all your numbers into C, but you have a shock rifle and Tapping's hands across the map. You have to kill Tapping in this situation. Triton pushes out, you're gonna die. Chain reaction. The player comes, the player is able to get that kill. Nemassist opens it up, but you're still under the trip cap in which you have to play into hills. This trip cap is the gnarliest thing to play out of. They're gonna finally stem the bleeding, but they are still scoring. Cloud9 need to find 2 now.
Oh, Nemassist is going to be the tip of that one. He gets 1 kill. But look at that, B being taken once again. And now Nemassist goes down. This is not good. We're gonna see a double cap here for Native White. Some more points on the board. 240 and counting. They get C, but it's not going to be enough.
Unless they get a miraculous split spawn here in which they'll have immediate access towards a hill, there's just no way they get in time. And Native White's trip cap is suffocating, and it suffocates their chances of the winner's bracket of Cloud9. A 3-0 victory for Native White, and it's business as usual.
Wow, beautiful. You see the pop-off. We get the player cams here. Finally, you see the pop-off on the right middle of the screen for Native White, and a much-deserved pop-off. They definitely really picked it up there at the end. They started losing a little bit of control, huh? You know,
yeah,
started to let things slip just a bit, but at the end of the day, all that matters is how you finish.
Love to see that they got that little player cam in there.
There it is.
I love our music. I literally shut up for a second because I was like, damn, this music's really
you guys got to see Tools, man. He's over here just bobbing his head. Like, earlier he was waving his arms around. You know, he loves it.